Why are people leaving Washington State for Idaho, and where are they going? If you're in Washington State right now thinking about leaving, you're not alone. And most people aren't leaving for the reason you'd expect. I'm Amy Stauffer, a realtor in Idaho, and I work with a lot of buyers relocating from Washington State. A lot of people assume that this move is just about cost of living, and while that's part of it, it's not usually the full story. Washington has seen significant increases in home prices, especially in areas like Seattle and the surrounding suburbs, where median home prices have remained well above the national average. At the same time, Idaho has continued to attract buyers because it offers something different. What I hear most often from Washington buyers is that they're looking for space, both inside and outside the home. Larger lots, quieter neighborhoods, less congestion, and a pace that feels more manageable. That shift in lifestyle is a major driver behind the move. A lot of people are relocating now who are either fully remote or hybrid for their jobs. Idaho tends to come up quickly in the search because it still offers relative affordability compared to many parts of Washington State. What is interesting is that most people are not making this decision overnight. It usually starts as a question. Does it still make sense to stay here long term? Then it turns into research, then a visit, and then eventually a more serious conversation about making the move. Buyers who still want proximity to restaurants, coffee shops, and the more active lifestyle tend to look in Boise. Those looking for newer construction, planned communities, and a slightly more suburban feel often gravitate towards Meridian. What surprises a lot of people is that they do not always choose based on commute alone. Lifestyle ends up playing a much larger role than expected. Access to the foothills, the greenbelt, outdoor recreation, and just the overall feel of an area tends to carry more weight once they actually spend time here. Idaho is not the right move for everyone. Some people move here and realize they miss the energy and the infrastructure of a larger metro area. If you are in Washington and you're starting to question whether staying makes sense long term, the most important thing you can do is to get clear on what you actually want in your day-to-day life. If you're considering a move to Idaho and you want a clear picture of what that could look like for you, I'm happy to walk you through it.